This conference will now be recorded.
So before you start learning any programming language, you should know about some very important basic terminology. And these terminologies are very commonly we follow in all the programming languages, like, the very oldest programming languages like C, C++, Java, or the current trending languages like uh, Python, Go language, Swift, and Ruby as, and there are many other new trending languages. Today I'll tell you the rating also on the different languages, which are the highly demanded three languages given by some surveys. So first I want to talk about you some of the very important basic fundamentals of the programming. That's we call it as a introduction to the programming part. Okay, so let me just open one note here. Say in this, first I want to say the definition of Python programming. Today I'm going to give it the three important key points. Uh, and Python is a and general purpose programming language. And first, let us everybody try to understand it, why it is called as a general purpose programming language. So if you look at the definition, a general purpose programming language is a programming language which can be used to develop the application softwares or software applications in any domain. There's no limitation at all. Any domain specific applications can be developed. It's general purpose. There's no limitations on developing an applications. If you want to talk about, let us say, I want to tell you one important point, like say automation application. The best example for you is automation applications. And I hope you guys heard about the terminology called automation. Maybe about 2-3 years back, people used to learn about robotic process automation. So the process automation in finance domain or healthcare domain. Suppose if you want to have a huge amount of data, if you want to fill the data in any application form like text boxes, radio buttons, and the form, it takes, suppose if you have a very big application form, even you feel manually entering the data, first customer's first name, last name, middle name, date of birth, Aadhaar card ID, PAN card ID, and what are the details. If you manually enter, it takes a lot of time. So what the companies will do is they basically collect the data from customers. Once they validate the data, after that they want to enter into their databases. So for that they use some automated application, like take the input from the customer and the data gets automatically filled. If I have at least 10 to 30 fields in an application form, all the 10 to 30 application fields gets filled in 1 to 2 seconds. If you manually fill all the text boxes and radio buttons or the uh, list boxes or combo boxes, it will take at least minimum 10 to 15 minutes to manually enter the details of the customer in a form. Yes, the same thing you can complete in just 2 seconds. For that, we develop RPA applications. We say robotic process automation applications. Yes, for that, of course, there are many softwares that are available. Blue Prism, Automation Anywhere, as UiPath. There are some robotic, yes. So all these automation applications, even we can develop using Python programming language. Yes, so otherwise I can give you the best example. I hope maybe persons who has completed or doing electronics engineering stream, you know, people says robotics is an electrical device. Nowadays, in a COVID situations in Chennai or in Hyderabad, in some hospitals, rather than sending the human staff to treat the persons, we are using robotics. So what the robotics will do, it goes to, in time, it goes to the every patient's bed and serve medicine, serve food. Yes. So rather than sending the staffing nurse to the patients, then the robotics goes, okay, and that means in place of staff nurse, the robotics are going to play a key role in serving the patients. Yes. No, your robotic is an electrical device which does not have any natural intelligence. You know, robotics does not have any intelligence, just it is a device. But how to yeah, how to inject the intelligence to the robotics? You know, guys, once again, I'm saying robotic is an electronic device which does not have any natural intelligence like a human beings. So we have a intelligence. Our intelligence are called, the way our brain works is called as a natural intelligence. But robotic is just a device, electronic device. It does not have any intelligence. But we want to inject the intelligence to the robotic device. How to inject the intelligence to the robotic device? As by writing some application, software application. In which language we write those applications? In Python programming language. So Python is one of the very, very important programming language we use in as robotic applications. That's called as automated applications. Yes, but those things are we can develop using Python. Say Python. And you can ask the question, sir, why can't we Java? Why can't we Java? Yes, why can't we .NET? Yes. So guys, Java does not support. Yes, Java is a high level programming language, but Java does not support to develop automation applications like robotics. Robotics in two ways we can define. One is robotic electronic devices, and second one is robotic applications. Yes, robotic devices, we induce natural intelligence. So sorry, we induce intelligence by developing application using Python. That intelligence we call it as artificial intelligence, but not natural intelligence. So robotic brain and human brain, if you consider, human brain is called as a natural intelligence, and robotic device is known as artificial intelligence. Such kind of artificial intelligence can be implemented using Python, not by Java. Why? Because Python has developed in such a beauty manner with the thousands of the libraries and the modules, lakhs of libraries gets available to develop this kind of scientific applications. Yes, but Java does not support, .NET does not support. Yes. So this is called automation world, automation application. That is one example. Now I'll give you see the plenty of the applications now. This is, guys, just listen. These all things what I am saying is maybe next 20 minutes or 30 minutes, whatever I speak, the entire discussion is related to only a single point is called general purpose programming language. I'm talking about only this particular point. Now, one example I'm giving, automation application. Yes, so automated applications are possible with Python, but not with Java and .NET. So we can say, okay, it's not possible with Java and .NET. And take one more example. That's what I'm talking about, different domains. Yes, guys, try to understand. Python is a general purpose programming language, means a programming language is called as a general purpose programming language means which can be used to develop the software applications in any domain. There is no specific domain, any domain. Yes. So, and there's no limitation that. And the next thing, and one more example I will tell you is data analytics applications. Data analytics applications. This is one more very important. What is actually data analytics application? Guys, you know very well, and in the today's world, we are using social media and other different platforms to generate the data. Data is playing a key role in any business decision making. Yes, you say, suppose, okay, if you want to take a decision, you all around the 10 members or 11 members are there here. If you want to make the decisions, if you want to people take the decision of joining the Python course, first what you guys will think about in your mind? Yes, what is Python? Yes, what is the demand Python have in the market? Yes, what kind of solutions we can implement with the Python? How much package it is going to get? How much package we are going to get depends on our experience, and how long this Python can survive. Maybe this can be 5 years I can survive in the job, or maybe next 10, 20 years I can survive in the job. Yes. So before learning the Python, you have a lot more questions in your mind. So what you guys will do? Yes, you inquire with your seniors, or you inquire with your colleagues, people who have already done the course, and from the different places, you people are going to listen, take the inputs. Yes, and that data you will keep in the mind. Yes, you analyze the data. So suppose say, before joining the Python, you discuss with the 10 members. 10 members has given some inputs regarding the Python. Those inputs you keep in your mind. So you analyze in your mind. After analysis, you will come to the conclusion, yes, majority of the people are saying the Python is one of the most demanded programming language to develop the various applications. So if I learn this Python, I can get the job. I have confidence. That kind of decision making you people are going to take it. In the same way, even healthcare industry, or banking and finance industry, or the sales e-commerce industry, and if you consider automobile and manufacturing industry, and everywhere data is going to play a key role in analyzing their business. Yes, suppose if I want to analyze, take example of Big Bazaar. Yes, so Big Bazaar sales manager head, and today the high level management asked him to generate one report that how the sales is going on. So what the manager will do, last 1 week data, Monday to Saturday. Yes, how much sales happened? Yes, Monday sales, Tuesday sales, Wednesday sales, like that they are going to have the sales data. And finally, they will come to the conclusion, yes, weekend, Saturday and Sunday, we have the more business compared to weekdays. In the weekdays, Wednesday has having more business. I like that. Last week, suppose last 10 weeks data also they will consider. So consistently, every weekend have a very good business, and consistently every Wednesday we have a very good business. So finally they'll come to the conclusion and they'll tell to the manager, sir, in a weekdays we have a Wednesday very good business, and we are also planning to have, and Thursday and Friday also we want to achieve the same sales goals. How this data is going to play a key role. Yes, and guys, one of the very important point what you have to remember is, if you take any programming language, programming languages are basically designed just to read the data and process the data, reading the data and processing the data. But programming languages are not designed for storing the data. Programming languages cannot store the data. Yes, can process the data. According to the business people requirements, it will process the data. In which format data is required. Suppose the date is there. date is in particular format, but my sales manager wants to read date in one simplest format like yes first dd slash mm slash YYY format required. So that is called processing the data. Original date is in some other format, but my business manager need data in some other format. So take the input, that means read the input data, process the data. But after processing the data, somewhere we have to store the data, guys. But programming language, unfortunately, it cannot store the data. Programming languages are designed for reading the data and processing the data. But where we can store the data, ultimately data gets stored in databases. So programming language can communicate with the database and say that my role is over. I have taken the data. I have processed the data. My role is over. Now I'm handovering this data to you and you store in your hard disk space. So data analytics applications means using analytics application, we can draw the graphs. What graphs? Bar chart graph, pie chart, as line chart, and box plot, histograms. There are different types of graphs we can design it. Yes. So by using the graph, you can easily analyze it. Suppose I'll give you one simple example with say, take say this is called x-axis. Say example x-axis, and this is we call it as y-axis. In x-axis we are having date, and in y-axis we have sales data. We have a sales data. Yes. Now what we are going to do is we are going to draw the bars. Yes. And maybe we are going to draw the as this is one bar. Say weekly we have a 7 days of the data, suppose. Yes. And say, and this bar is related to Monday sales. Yes. And this bar is related to Tuesday, as Wednesday and Thursday. And you guys, tell me now, there are 4 days of sales: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Guys, by writing the graph, you can easily come to the conclusion that you tell me that and which day you have a more sales. Yes, ultimately on Tuesday. Yes, Tuesday we have a more sales. Say Monday graph is this. See bar length. Consider the bar length. So this is called graphical application. These graphical applications are nothing but data analytics applications. Yes. So such kind of data analytics applications you can build using one of the and the beauty of this programming language is called as, again guys, and Python. Yes. So using Python programming language, you can develop data analytics applications according to the business needs. Maybe e-commerce business, healthcare business, insurance business, banking and finance domain, and we can say automobile and manufacturing domain, agricultural domain. In everywhere, using Python programming, you can develop data analytics applications. And then again, question comes from your side. Sir, can we use Java? Can we use .NET to develop? Certainly, again, cross marks. No, yes, we can't develop it. And when it comes to the .NET, we can't develop it. Yes, so that means, see, when it comes to the automation applications, the Python play a key role to develop artificial intelligence which gets induced to the robotics. But that's not possible with Java. That's not possible with the .NET. Yes, even I can say here also, when it comes to the Java and .NET, say no, again, no. So data analytics application. See, like that, see, we have to talk about, see, one sentence meaning, general purpose language. Yes, for that, I'm going to talk all these points. And then I want to develop you guys. Yes, next very important application is scientific applications. Yes, next come to that. And scientific applications. And this is one of the very important part, scientific applications. You know, I hope you guys are well known about NASA from USA. See, they are going to build satellites, GSLV, PSLV, Chandrayaan, you know, different kind of and satellite programs they used to conduct it. So if you want to design any satellite or GSLV kind of satellite or polar launch vehicles, PSLV we called as, yes, and GSLV or PSLV, any satellites, when you are designing, all the devices in satellite are going to be programmed. Why? Because it contains a lot of mathematical calculations. I hope you guys, you people know very well. Yes, whenever I launch the satellite, they will tell you from the land, it has to go in 70 degrees inclination, 17 degrees inclination, okay, to the earth. And it has to go with certain speed up to certain height. After reaching certain height, again increase the speed. Yes, how all these things are going to be monitored? So all devices gets making, okay, induced with some software applications. That's called, we call it as satellite applications, satellite programming. You know, in NASA, the NASA uses, I can confidently with the 200% I'm saying that NASA is using the only one programming language. I'm saying only, not few other things. To develop the software for the devices, NASA is using only one programming language is called as Python. Yes, you just find out in Google, you search, you will come to know that. Yes, and the NASA even says in their official sites, okay, and NASA says, yes, the Python is, okay, one language they're using to develop the scientific applications. You know, scientific applications means a lot of mathematical calculations gets involved. A lot of mathematical libraries are required. And fortunately, the Python has more than 110,000 of libraries. We call it as those libraries, we call it as modules, or some people call it as a packages. Yeah, all these packages are related to some mathematical computations. So using these Python libraries, we can develop scientific applications, and using those applications, we are going to control the devices of any satellite. Yes, not only I'm talking about the NASA, in any other scientific applications, we are going to, scientific application means basically involves mathematics. Yes, so any domain which involves lot mathematical, okay, intuitions, and certainly the Python is going to be play a key role here. That again, people can ask the question, sir, can we develop the scientific applications with Java? Unfortunately, Java does not have libraries. Yes, maybe if you want, you can develop, but lot of the thousands of the code is required, and performance wise, those devices may not be feasible. Yes, so we say again, when it comes to the Java and .NET, and say Java does not have scientific mathematical libraries, and the .NET does not have mathematical libraries. That's what the beauty of the Python programming. Say the founder, we call it as, okay, say Guido van Rossum has taken what are the drawbacks. So before you start, you know why the Guido van Rossum has started this Python programming development. Actually, this guy, the first is a member of a team called as ABC scripting language. The first, actually, there are around 30 to 40 members. They formed as a team and developed distributed operating system software called ABC. He's one of the he played a key role in developing an operating system, distributed operating system, that's called ABC language. So after that, he came out, and in Christmas holidays, as a hobby, he just started. He was inventing ABC scripting is a very simple language and very easy to read. So from that concepts, he has taken few concepts that why can't I develop a general programming language, not distributed operating system only. ABC is only for distributed operating system purpose. But I want to develop a programming language by considering some of the features from the ABC. Why can't I develop one programming language? He got a thought in Christmas holidays time. He got a thought, and from the thought, he started writing as a hobby, writing, developing the Python programming. Yes. So finally, he has given that open source community like Python Software Foundation, and now everybody, what are according to their thoughts, they'll develop their own library and they'll include in the software. And suppose if tomorrow, if I are able to write one library, I can write a library. The library is going to be tested and finally deployed in Python. So like that, various versions are coming that. Yes. So what Guido van Rossum has done is he studied all the programming language. He studied Java. What is there in the Java? What not there in the Java? And what is there in the .NET? What is not there in the .NET? What about the PHP? Yes. So what is the Ruby on Rails? He considered the many programming languages, and they studied the features of the programming languages and identified what are the currently drawbacks available and what currently industry is needed. Yes. Based on that, he started developing the Python programming language. Yes. So see, in Java, we don't have automation kind of implementations. Yes. Yeah, guys. Okay. And Jipket Bhushan is saying NASA uses many other programming language. Guys, I'm talking about NASA electronic devices. Yes. All these devices are going to be programmed with the Python. Of course, maybe their other departments may be using some other applications for some other purpose. I'm talking about. I'm saying about scientific applications which are related to, yes, uh, devices which are going to be operated based on some automation. I say about, I'm talking about scientific point of view, the library is only Python, is using only Python language. Yes, but maybe, of course, there are some other departments, okay, there are some other departments maybe having, okay, other softwares, maybe they are going to use some other, even they're using Ruby on Rails, they're using some PHP based applications they are using. Okay, I'm talking about that scientific application, because that API, okay, that APIs are available with Python. Yes, so that is a Bhushan, that is, and certainly I'll come to that. Okay, I am very happy to hear from you that. Good. And I'm just talking about in the point of only, okay, at the NASA scientific devices, this part. Okay, so only one language, the word, that's the reason why I used this for that main, the devices which are going to be controlled. Okay, that is the purpose. Okay, I said this point. Okay, and thank you very much for this valuable, okay, and information. And the next is, okay, when it comes to web applications. Good. So once scientific applications, yes, and scientific applications development point of view, and Java is, okay, does not support, and the .NET is does not support. And the next comes to that one more is called as web applications. I hope this is everybody knows about it, and no need to speak much on this part. Yes, web applications. Yes, you know, guys. And what is actually web applications? Yes, and most of the people says web applications means, yeah, we can use Java, and we can use PHP, we can use .NET, yes, and we can use Ruby on Rails and HTML5 and CSS and Python, and use it for developing web applications. Good. Yes, you can use Java can be used, and you can use even .NET can be used, even you can use Python can be used, and even you can use PHP. Yes, we can use to develop the web applications. But one thing, guys, here also one very important point you have to remember is, if you want to develop any web applications, websites, web applications, nothing but a websites cannot be developed just by using directly using by these programming languages what I mentioned here. What I'm saying is, please listen very carefully. Web applications, nothing but, let us say, websites cannot be directly developed using Java or .NET or Python or and PHP. Yes, of course, these are programming languages. You can't use these programming languages directly to develop the web applications. Then you can ask the question, sir, you written here Java, .NET, Python, PHP can be used to develop web applications, nothing but websites. Now you are saying you can't use directly to develop the web applications. Yes, say for this, we are going to use frameworks. Yes, web frameworks we call it as. Say, if you consider Java programming language, say, I'm talking about first Java programming language. Yes, Java programming languages have, say, some kind of frameworks. Some kind of frameworks. Yes, what are the different kinds of frameworks we are going to have it? Say, Java frameworks are, yes, and first one is, everybody knows, guys, yes, struts is one framework. These are called Java frameworks, and one is called as a Spring, as another is called as a JSF, Java Server Faces, Java Server Face, FACS face. These are called as Java frameworks. Once again, I'm saying, guys, web applications you can't directly develop using a core Java or advanced Java. Of course, you use it, but you can't directly only develop. Suppose if you want to design a website, the backend part, if you want to develop the backend part of the website, not front end, yes, you can't use only Java. Yes, we need to use Java frameworks. That's called Struts is a one Java framework we can use to build websites very efficiently, and Springs JSF. And if you consider .NET, yes, and if you consider the .NET, and they're having one framework called MVC, Model View Controller. We call it as M stands for model, view stands for V stands for view, and C stands for control. This is one framework we use in .NET to develop the web applications. When it comes to the Python, yes, when it comes to the Python, yes, and what are the frameworks we are going to use it? One is called as and Django. Django. Django is the one framework we are going to use to develop the web applications. And one more very important, we generally used to follow nowadays as Flask. Yes, and this is Flask is very, very also important. This is the one framework very frequently used. And the next one, what I'm saying is Web2Py. Web2Py. This is not that much recommended for developing that. So guys, remember web applications. Yes, web applications. Okay, and using Java, .NET, Python. These are all supports to develop web applications. But we use, okay, frameworks are going to be used, not directly languages. And Java frameworks, .NET frameworks, Python frameworks, which are used to develop the web applications. And this is part one very, very important you guys has to understand. Yes, in this case, as we can give the voting to Java, or we can give the voting to PHP or .NET, and to develop the web applications. The next, and one more very, very, very important thing is, and this is also you people heard about one more applications like, see, that is called web scraping. Web scraping applications. Web scraping applications. So web application is different and web scraping application is different. And this is also called, guys, web harvesting. Yes, or we can also use a, and one more terminology called web data extraction. So what is web scraping? A web scraping is a process of extracting the data from the web pages. Guess what I'm saying is web scraping application is nothing but it's a process of extracting the relevant information or all the information from the web page. Generally, guys, in web scraping, yes, we can, in web scraping, we can use, okay, there are two phases. There are two phases. There are two phases in web scraping. There are two phases in web scraping. So the first phase is called as, guys, yes, page load, page load. And the second phase is called as, yes, and extraction. So remember, I have a, suppose take best example of e-commerce application, say Amazon, yes, Flipkart. Take these two e-commerce applications. Consider Amazon. So in Amazon, you are looking for a price of Samsung Model 7S. Price of, yes. So ultimately, you're also checking price in Flipkart. Maybe you also check in some other e-commerce application. So certainly there may be a price variation of 200 or 300 or 150 rupees. There may be some change you can find out. Yes, that is as a customer point of view. Think customer point of view. You are going to verify the multiple websites. Then you are going to find out the price and which is the best price you are going to purchase it. Yes, then you people say that, hey, Amazon is very good, and I got the same Samsung 7S model for okay 300 400 rupees less compared to the Amazon, sorry, compared to the Flipkart and some other, okay, websites. So ultimately, your friends also what will do? Okay, they will go for recommendation for Amazon. That is the customer point of view. But think company point of view. Amazon company point of view, think about it. Yes, Amazon has put some price in internet. They kept some price in internet. But Amazon wants to know that Amazon have competitors. Tell me guys, Amazon's competitor is what? Let us take an example. Amazon's competitor is Flipkart. Yes, example. I'm saying example. Now Amazon wants to know that what are the mobile prices? What are the mobile prices in my site? Okay, and what are the same mobile prices in Flipkart? Yes, Amazon wants to know that. What then Amazon will do is, yes, they will write a web scrap application. They write some web scraping application. Yes, those web scraping application will get the data from Flipkart site. Yes, they will schedule to run as today 8 p.m. Okay, that application, what the application will do, application you are going to give the Flipkart website address and it will scrap all the details of the mobiles. Scrapping means first what, so scrapping involves two phases. First, page load. That means first Flipkart website page is going to be loaded. Once the page is loaded, from that web page, we are going to extract the data in our required format. Now, those prices, they want to compare with Amazon prices. Yes, then they will make a decision that in what way we can reduce the price or can we increase the price. Yes, and how many days or how many months it will take to improve the mobile businesses. Not only mobile, like some other products. So Amazon having around 10,000 products. Each product, they will scrap the details from their competitors. See, I'm saying scrapping they're doing not their own site. Scrapping is doing from other competitor sites. Even Flipkart also will do same thing. Now Flipkart wants to analyze their business on the mobiles. So what Flipkart will do? Flipkart will do web scraping from Amazon website. That means in their application, they'll give the address of the Amazon website, www.amazon.some address will be given. So once the address is given, the page gets loaded. Once the page is loaded, the next is extraction. These two phases are called as web scraping. Web scraping has an alternative namings called as web harvesting or web data extraction. Guys, in this also, yes, the Python is used to write web scraping applications. Yes, and for that, Python has two beautiful libraries as given to perform the web scraping application with very simplest coding. Yes, no need to write 200 lines or 300 lines of the code. You just complete with the just 5 to 10 lines of the code. You can complete both page loading as well as extraction that. And that is called, one library name is called as, of course, in future, I'll give you all the details to you guys because Python is a very vast syllabus. It's not like just we can complete in 1 month or 30 days, 40 days, so we can complete it. Even after 2 months of the course also, I have to make interaction with few more months, you guys. Why? Because whatever the things, new things comes, I have to get the webinars, and there I want to deliver some contents, and I need to review that how you people are doing the project. After learning the syllabus, compulsory you have to do some case studies, you have to do some application development, and learning is different and application development is different. Yes, a learner knows only the concepts and practicals of the Python core programming and advanced programming. But at the same time, what are the knowledge you gained? That knowledge how to put in developing a real application that. Yes, so you have to think on your own, and the way you think, that way you need to write the code has to be reviewed it. In case if you can't develop it again, I need to be come up with the explanation that. So don't think that after 2 months between you and me that the relation gets closed yet. I'm going to monitor you completely. Why? Because once you register, You can attend the batches in a number of times. People don't ask you the money that, and at the same time, and people will, okay, and any deliverables, anything, new things, new test papers comes from the industry experts. We are all things going to be, okay, delivered to you that. So it's continuous monitoring will be there, not just closing by after 2 months. Okay, I don't say bye bye. Yes, but completely monitor. The technical team will continuously make mails or they will make a call to you. And only thing from you that patiently you have to attend the calls and you have to attend the classes, whatever I conduct for completed batches. Why? Because until you get a job, and my role is, okay, I will get satisfied once you get a job. Yes, maybe after learning the Python, some people will go for data science part. Yes, in data science way, how can I support you? Okay, if you want to learn some more. Yes, why? Because after learning, the most of the people will learn the Python and they don't stop after learning the Python. They will go for learning the data science. In data science, there will specialization like machine learning. Some people will learn, and some people will learn deep learning. Yes, in deep learning also some kind of streams like computer vision expectation or natural language NLP expectations. These are all things I'm going to handle those things. Yes, and nothing to worry about it, guys. Not just 2 months of the relation. This relation has to be till continued until you get the job. If you're not confident, you can attend the multiple batches. That facilities always will be there. Why? Because for everybody, it's a private limited company. It's not just a firm or something like. There's a lot of staff will be there, and everybody will monitor your ID details. And once you registered candidate, and you will be allowed to attend the multiple batches. Nobody will say why you are attending and these kind of questions. Sir, I want to attend it. Yes, attend it. That's all. We don't ask the questions like any problem, but I will certainly monitor you in person also. Sometimes maybe depends on my time availability. I can call you and I will discuss with you any problems in understanding, because suppose if the bulk strength is there. See, generally in offline, I used to teach the Python for 300 members. Okay, I used to teach in offline sessions still before the COVID. Yes, and after that, just I've taken the 3-4 months rest, and then I've started this okay, online things. In future, maybe in February again, I will start the offline courses. In offline and online combination, I plan to take the things, and certainly I can help you now all the way that even technically, even in a single concept, you have a doubt, and you can ask personally. Even some people cannot ask among all the people. They feel shy to ask the questions. I'll give my mail ID, personal mail ID, and you can shoot up. I will call you in person only, one-to-one only. I will discuss it. I'll try to handle all these things. Depends on the time availability part. Maybe 1 or 2 delays happens. Please don't make any frustration on this part, but certainly I'll come and reach you that. Yes. Anyway, guys, there is a Python web scraping application. Say there is one beautiful module called requests. Yes, this is one module. The name itself is a request, means we are making a request of scraping the data from the web pages. This is called module or library. Yes, yes. This is what is a module and library? It's a pre-built program. Pre-built program, and that means Python has already written the program. Yes, you need not. So maybe if you look at the request program, internally a lot of code will be there, but you guys no need to write that code. Just use this module. I'll simply say import request. That's all. Yes, you'll get complete functionality which is related to web scraping. There is one more very important libraries, guys. Yes, there is a one more library that's called as a beautiful, yes, soap. Yes, beautiful soap. Don't consider as a two individual words, beautiful and soap. It's a beautiful soap. Yes. So this is one more library and pre-built library that comes up with the Python. That's what I said. One of the beauty of the Python programming language is the Python has developed 1,10,000. I don't know exactly figure, guys, and 1 lakh plus 10,000. As 1,10,000 more than that libraries are available to you to build web scraping applications, web applications, scientific applications, data analytics applications, automatic applications, networking applications. You know, networking applications means, guys, once again, that's called as uh, we call it as socket programming. Yes, socket programming, TCP, IP protocol programmings. Yes, so this is called web scraping. Next, I want to come to one more application called as, this is everybody knows, very simple thing, and GUI applications. This is called front-end applications. We call it as front-end. GUI means, you know, guys, text box, combo box, radio buttons, check boxes, this kind of front-end design part. Yes, here everybody supports. Java has that feature, and .NET can support, even Python can support. Yes, and next comes to the gaming applications. Yes, gaming applications. Yes, yes, you know, like PUBG games, or you know, but there are different games. But I don't have much idea on all these games, but I'm not much that aware of gaming part. And in this case also, as Java can be used to develop the gaming applications, even, and .NET can be used to develop the gaming applications, or even Python can be used to develop the gaming applications. And the next is comes to the animation kind of applications, like animation kind of applications. Yes, again, animation applications domain is again Python, but not Java. And when Java part comes to, yes, Java, I say no. Yes, when it comes to .NET, I say no, that it does not, okay, support that. Yes, like we have to discuss networking application with IoT. I hope you guys know IoT, guys. Networking applications. Say last one. This is we are going to close it, guys. Don't trouble you the more than the timings. And sorry for the spell mistake. Networking with IoT applications. We call it as IoT applications. You know, guys, IoT stands for Internet of Things. And I want to give you one the beauty of example. Maybe in India, whether they're implementing or we don't know, but I have looked at in Malaysia. Yes, you know, guys, garbage collections, garbage. We have dustbins. Yes, we have a dustbins. Sorry, in chat box somebody has entered that. Yeah, Mr. Sharma, you're absolutely right. Even JavaScript is used for web application, no doubt about it. Yes. And let's comes to the, let me first complete about networking, then we'll close the session. And you know, we have a dustbins. If you look at in Amirpet, Asanagar, or Gachibowli, Manipur, and on the roadside, we have the dustbins. So what we are going to do, everybody is going to collect the garbage from the home and they're going to throw it in the dustbins. And most of the times we guys observe that the dustbin gets overflows. Yes, dustbin gets overflows. And we used to get a bad smell while walking through roads, or while going on the bikes or the cars or the walking. We are going to get a lot of bad smell. Why? Because if we have a dustbin, yes, dustbin with around 30 kgs or 40 kgs capacity of the dustbin, that gets overflows. Nobody gets monitors, and maybe after 2 days or 3 days, if somebody gives a complaint, the people will come and collect the things. Yes, but in you guys, in some South Asian countries like in Singapore, Malaysia, or in some other places, yes, they have a very good technology with networking with IoT applications. Yes, what they used to do is, and IoT, Internet of the Things, is basically is related to the sensors device development. Those sensor device development programming is going to be written in Python. Yes, Python. Even sensor related programming can also be written in Java, but .NET does not support. Here, IoT applications development, Python supports, Java supports, but .NET does not support. So let us talk about the Python. So the sensor device applications are going to be written in Python. So what they're going to do, suppose sir, I'm located in nearby place like say SR Nagar, or otherwise maybe located in Hyderabad in one area. So in that area, yes, I have a dustbin in my colony. So what they will do, they will fix IoT sensor. This sensor gets configured through network. The sensor gets configured to some applications in GHMC or some other Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation. They have some mobile applications will be there. Sensor gets configured with this mobile applications of a sanitary inspector, or maybe directly to the mayor and deputy mayors, all higher municipal authorities. In everybody's mobile, that application will be there. That application gets configured with this IoT device sensor. So what happens? My garbage capacity is 40 kgs. Now, as soon as 25 kgs of garbage is filled, immediately, yes, through that Python application or through the sensor, the message, alert message goes to the concern all the divisional officers of that particular region. Suppose the Amirpet division, and who are monitoring the sanitary services. For all that, they will go to the message, including higher authorities also after 25 kgs. That is an alert like, yes, your dustbin is soon going to be filled. So you immediately be alert, come and collect the garbage. Yes, so there is no overflow chance. There's no going to get the bad smell when the people does not have any bad experience with the dustbins. Yes, these are called networking with IoT applications, IoT, Internet of Things. But these IoT applications we can build with Java as well as Python, but unfortunately not with .NET. So Python, yes. Sorry, 1 minute. And Python. So Python it supports, and Java it supports. But when it comes to the .NET, I say no. Yes, so guys, see, we discussed plenty of applications in various domains, and comes with automation applications, data analytics applications, scientific applications, web scraping applications, networking with IoT applications, GUI applications, gaming applications, animation applications. In all the way, you have a Python part. Yes, in some cases Java supports, some cases Java does not support. In some cases .NET supports, in some cases .NET does not support. Now you guys, you tell me finally, yes, the Python is a general purpose programming language. General purpose programming language. That means a general purpose programming language is a programming language that can be used to develop the software applications in any domain. There is no specific limitation. Yes, that is called general purpose programming language. There is a counter word also there. General purpose programming language, another counter word is there, and I'll tell you that counter word says that it is very specific to the particular language. Okay guys, I'm sorry guys, I think it is already 8:08. I think you people get my trouble in going that. And tomorrow I'll tell you two more very important concepts, like why Python is called as a high level programming language. Again guys, when it comes to the high level programming language, again, you people talk about what is a machine level language and what is again assembly level languages. Then I'll talk to you why Python is called as an interpreted language. This is one of the most confused topic guys. Python is interpreted language. Some people says Python is a compiled languages. Yes, so you know guys, world is so complicated. Yes, so in the same way, when the topic comes, will guys will be feel like it's complicated the part. And guys, good. And tomorrow, and we come up with tomorrow also Sunday, but Sunday also, okay, tomorrow we will have a session for the doubts and clarifications tomorrow. If you have a doubts and clarifications or some important key points, I will discuss it. And once again, I'm saying guys, maybe I came to know that since I'm the director and the faculty for this organization, and my team members has given about the regarding the fees and all these parts, so you nothing to worry about the fees. Fees does not matter at all here. That yes, so you people just first you try to learn the things first, and then the fees part will be given to you, and certainly, and fees can be negotiable. You can discuss with them, and that does not matter at all in my part. That's what I told to the team members also, that. And okay, just have mail ID. And so Hardeep Singh, you asked my mail ID, and that's, I'm just giving this mail ID, that okay, you just okay, follow the things. And guys, if you don't mind, there are 14 members here, and if you don't mind, can you please give your and phone numbers in the chat box? It will be very helpful to you. We don't trouble you at all by calling repeatedly that, and just we want to maintain your database, okay. And we want to any follow-ups initially. My deliverables on every topic, as soon as I completed, for every topic, 5 blog posts you are going to get it, and you will get MCQs, and you are going to get, okay, uh, question and answers, and these are all things that deliverables will be given to you, that okay. So that's a reason, in case if you are sometimes you are not reachable, maybe just to follow purpose only we'll call you, but we don't trouble you in repeatedly calling to these things. And mostly we use the mail IDs, and rare cases we are going to that, okay. Hi Srinivas, please tell me that you said that, please respond me that. Yes. And Rahul Singh has given them phone number. I'm happy. Jaidesh and Srinivas, I think I did not get. Okay. Okay. Shankar. So remaining people, please, okay, give your mobile IDs. Once again, I'm saying, and people never trouble you that, because I've given strictly instructions to everybody, and the interested people will come in, because even I have a okay good strength and less and good strength. If I can, it will be more easy to communicate in person, also one-on-one sessions if they require it. And mostly in Saturdays and Sundays, we are going to keep separate sessions for doubts clarifications purpose. Yes, and don't worry about it, guys. It's not that much very complicated language, and simple language to learn at the same time, okay. But after learning the language, my sincere suggestion and the request is, you people try to build some applications. That's only I'm expecting from you, that. Yes, yeah. I can tell you, Srinivas, I'll tell about the Microsoft certification point of view. I can certainly come up with some details to you, and nothing to worry about it. And certificate, generally there is no organization generally give the valid certifications for the Python, but there is a Microsoft certification program for the Python. And as soon as your course is completed, I'll give you course completion certificates. It's a very valid certificate, that okay. And since we have a lot of type with the other okay like okay, our software organization, many STPI, that okay, it gets very value to you guys, that. Yes. And one more thing, features part, don't stop your classes, you just attend it, and when the time is convenient, then only you guys can talk about the features. Why? Because I don't want to much talk on this part. The first is subject, you guys has to be understand it. You understand, see, I don't generally start very initially the Python itself. Today, just because people to understand purpose, I start from the programming introduction. I will start. So first you guys has to understand what is problem solving. Yes, what is program? What is programming language? What is a debugging process? What are the types of errors will be there? Programming terminologies first you guys has to understand it. Yes, what are the different steps involved in problem solving? What are the different steps involved in algorithm development? Once you understand all these basics, then I will start the Python programming. Then you guys can understand the things. If you don't know programming fundamentals, yes, maybe whatever I say, you people can understand. Why? Because I just follow very simple English to understand that. Yes, you people can understand it. But strong basics are very, very important to be think that. Why? Because my last goal is application development. Remember, yes, I will give you 5 applications. At least one application, if you complete on your own, your confidence levels are very high. That. And one more thing, every day, I get doubts and clarifications for purpose. 5 minutes I will allocate for you. And that's the reason I'm unmuting all the people. And once the class is over, I'm muting all the people. I'll unmute it, and you people can discuss. with me that. Okay, why? Because the class should not disturb it. Okay, sometimes maybe you ask the question that may be beyond the current topic, other people gets confused. That's the reason only that. Yes. So, but certainly my utmost priority is doubts clarification is very, very important. That. Yes, and the recording sessions also we are going to keep in YouTube channel. Yes, and I'll give you the message YouTube channel. All the details will be as soon as this completed within 1 2 hours. So this recording session gets available to in our YouTube channel. That yes. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. And guys, one small opinion from your tomorrow. Can we take the session? And depends on your because Sunday some people maybe gets relaxed. Just yes or no if you can tell. Yes, and maybe doubts clarifications purpose, and we have general discussion. Okay, and anybody? Yes, yes, very good. And at least the doubts clarifications purpose, whatever we discussed, maybe career opportunities. Okay, these things we discuss. Yes, yes, very good. And guys, please, other people, can you give the response? Okay, guys, then tomorrow at morning 7 o'clock. Yes, we are going to have a very good discussion, one-on-one discussions. We are going to keep it and doubts and clarifications regarding the syllabus and content opportunities. These things tomorrow we will discuss it. B. Venkateshwarlu has given the name. See, please note it down. Yeah, same link. Until unless I say we are going to use the same link. Okay, link does not change it. Whenever the link changes, ultimately people get the message. Okay, either WhatsApp message or SMS, you people will get it. Same link. Okay, Bhushan, thank you very much. Guys, can we leave now? Yes, fine. I'm ending the meeting tomorrow at morning 7 a.m. We are going to have it. Thank you. Thank you very much.